Hi everyone, my name is Cyrus Persian. Today we're going to cover Paste Special. What are the different options that we can use under Paste Special? In this working file, we have 4 columns. The first column, column A, is the keyboard shortcut. Column B is the name of the Paste Special options. And column C is the cell that we would like to copy, and column D where we would like to paste our copied cell. So if we would like to copy the cell, I'll press CTRL C, and then the keyboard shortcut for all is Alt-S, Alt-S-A. Why A? A because A is the underlined letter in the Space Special dialog box. To open up the Space Special dialog box, the keyboard shortcut is Alt-S, and then from here, once it's open, the letter that is underlined, that's the last keyboard letter that we need to press. Since all is already pre-selected, we don't need to press anything, we just press enter. Another way of doing it is, of course, our usual way of copy-paste. Control C and then Control V. Next options that we can use is formula. So Control C to copy and then Alt-S to bring out the Paste Special dialog box, and formula is here. F is the one that's being underlined, so to choose formula, we need to press F. That's why our keyboard shortcut for formula is Alt-E-S-F. And then we just press enter. Next is values. In this example, we have a formula inside. We multiply 22, which is in cell C9, by 10%. But we don't like to copy the formula, but instead we only want to copy the value of the cell. So Control C, Alt-S to bring out the Paste Special dialog box, and values, the letter V is the one that's underlined. So we press V to choose values and then click OK. So inside this cell, we don't have any formula here, but we have the value 2.2 as compared to the copied cell, which is C9 multiplied by 10%. Next is Space Special formats. We would like only to copy the formats. So Control C, Alt-S, format is T. So once we type something inside cell, the formatting will be similar. So next is, we can also copy comments. So instead of creating the same comments to the cell that we would like to copy to, we can just copy the comments. So Control C, Alt-S, and to choose comments, we press C, then enter. We can also copy validation. So Control C, Alt-S. To choose validation, we need to press N and press enter. So we did not copy the format, but we have here the data validation list that's in this cell. Next is skip blanks. Let's say we have products on one column and we have quantity on the next column. We need to copy the updated quantity to the quantity column. So instead of changing the old quantity one by one, we can just copy, highlight the same range, Control C, and then Alt-S. Skip blanks, we can just check the skip blanks, or we can just press B to choose the skip blanks and click OK. So now the updated quantity is already updated in just a few clicks. So we don't need to go to change the quantity one by one, especially if we have a long report. Paste link next. So if we would like to have a link to this cell and copy it to another, we can just use paste link. So CTRL C, Alt S, and then we choose paste link. And we can also paste it in another sheet. So let's say our report is another sheet. We can go in here and then Alt S and then just choose paste link. And the good thing about it is it's dynamic. If we change it to 300,000, that amount will also change. So 300,000 is now 300,000. So next is transpose. Let's say we have a report department and this is our row headers, but we would like to have a report that's column in orientation. So we press CTRL C and then Alt S and then transpose. So now the row header become the column header. We just transpose it from being in the row to becoming the column header. That is the operation. Let's say we have numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But for some reason, we would like to do our numbering 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So instead of doing it one by one, changing the numbers, we can just use the paste special operations. So since we would like to change it to from 1 to 10, effectively we're adding 10 from each of those numbers. So we copy 10, CTRL C, and then we highlight the numbers that we want to change, Alt S, and then we just choose add or D, then OK. So effectively all the numbers changed to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So same thing if we would like to go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's CTRL C 10 and then Alt S. And this time we're going to subtract because we would like to go back to our previous numbering, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then click OK. Now it goes back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the operations, it's very literal. So once we choose the operations, it subtract, divide, add, or multiply the numbers that we choose. So next we'll try multiplication. If we want it to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, we can just choose to copy 10 and then Alt S and then choose multiply or M. So now it becomes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. If we would like to go back to the previous numbering, then we should use divide. Alt S and then divide. Now it goes back to the original numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's it. These are the space special options that we can choose from. Thank you for listening and see you next time.